Hey everyone, and welcome to Day Deal on Display, daydeal.com's own YouTube channel regarding product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Today we're going to be looking at the Clingo parabolic sound sphere. Now what exactly is the parabolic sound sphere? Well, it's a sound amplification device as well as a media dock. When I say sound amplification device, it literally works as an amplifier. It's going to go ahead and reflect all that sound inside that half dome area right there and send it right back at you without using any additional external power. So it's really kind of like a green solution to an external amplifier. As well, it's also a media dock because due to its dome shape, if you actually go ahead and put a device in there with a nice brightly lit screen, you can actually go ahead and have a better viewing angle of it simply because the sound sphere, its dome design, is actually going to go and reduce a lot of that glare from various viewing angles, and you're really going to have just a better picture quality. Now the overall design of the sound sphere is very simple. As you can see, it's not really a sphere, it's kind of like a half dome type of design. And it comes with that little mounting white disc right there in front of us. Now this overall design allows the white disc to go ahead and mount the sphere in any direction you need to. You can actually tilt it and twist it to any position that's comfortable for me or useful to me. Now on the back you notice a giant hole that's actually meant for cabling, so you're more than welcome to go ahead and put some cabling, a charging cable, a sync cable, etc., what have you, through the sound sphere, and it's going to come out of that slot in the center port right there. Now what we found is that the sound sphere's intended purpose to go ahead and amplify sound, so we actually found that any cables that got in the way actually will reduce the quality. So we actually don't really recommend it, but it is useful to go ahead and have it there should you need to do so. Now in the center of that green sticky, or I should say that green material right there is actually very sticky. It's a green gel pad type of material, similar to those universal lint rollers you'll find in department stores, but of course of a much higher quality. Now that quality of gel pad is basically going to go and attach your device right in the center, and if you ever actually lose stickiness, you can just go ahead and clean it with some warm water and just go and rub your fingers across it and go and remove all those dust particles. It should be good as new and just as strong as when you bought it. Now with all that said and done, does this actually work? Well, first of all, for the media portion of it, of course, that's pretty obvious and that will work. If you actually happen to have a device and you need to go ahead and watch it, putting it inside the center sound sphere and go ahead and angle it like this, you're actually going to get a lot of light reflected off of the actual device you're seeing. It's actually going to look a lot better. Now, in this demonstration video, the light source is actually pointing right into the dish, which is actually kind of amplifying it. And truth be told, this actually isn't going to ruin your screen. This is actually going to give you some better ambient lighting on the back there. So I know it's kind of hard to explain, but I'm just going to kind of try to show you with it with my Motorola Droid. Now here's the Motorola Droid. As you can see, that's the regular screen itself. I'm actually going to go and attach it to the sound sphere. Now all in all, I'm going to actually have the screen actually look a lot better no matter where I point it, even if it's right directly in the sunlight, because once again the sphere's design is actually going to amplify the backlighting to the device itself. So if you're watching television, for example, and they always tell you to stand a certain distance away from the screen. It's not necessarily the light being generated from the screen that's harmful for you, but they want you to get more ambient lighting around the actual screen itself, and that's what causes your eyes to kind of adjust from dark and light. So of course that's a nice addition. But let's go and look into the main portion of it. That's the sound quality. Well, how does this sound? Well, to demonstrate that, let me go and detach this and put on somewhat high volume this particular song and go and show you how it sounds without the sound sphere's amplification. Now this is kind of next to the camera. It's not that bad. It's a little bit shallow sounding, as you can see. Now let's go and put this right in the center of the sound sphere. Now once again, this is a sound amplification device, so as you can see, the more sound or the more volume you put into it is the more you'll get out of it. So you actually have a little firecracker of a media player, for example, one of those little devices that happens to put out a lot of sound. You actually get a lot more out of the sound sphere. Remember, this is not costing you a single dime in electricity. This is all pretty much free sounds. So overall, as a two-in-one device, really kind of like a media dock and a sound amplification device or amplifier that doesn't use any electricity, the SoundSphere is pretty much a pretty novel invention. We think it's kind of worth checking out. Just one of those really things that are kind of cool and kind of like a head turner. And you should really just kind of give it a once over if you're really type of looking for this type of device that not only is a media dock, but hey, why not? It actually amplifies the sound. So feel free to check it out on our website, www.daydio.com, as well as other accessories for devices and phones out there. And keep following us on our YouTube channel, Daydio on Display, for more product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Thanks for watching.